Real quick, before we hop into today's video, just wanted to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, my wallet.
TCG, great card. Oh! Oh my goodness! That's, yeah, that's a card. That's a card, all right. All right, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is so good to see you all once again. Today is Saturday, and so I'm on my way once again to my favorite One Piece locals, Rare and Sleeveless. Shout outs to you guys once again for letting me film. Today's tournament is a little bit different. So I went on the Bandai app, like I always do, to try and apply a day early, right? So that I'm not accidentally caught off guard. Well, I go and there's no application for this one. It's just details. I take a look and it says Treasure Cup. So I went over to their Instagram page where they post all their updates. And sure enough, there is a store Treasure Cup happening today. And so it's a $10 entry fee instead of $5. And you also get one One Piece pack as well as a tournament pack. And then the winners, I forget what it is. I think it's top 3 or something like that. But Top Cut gets a winner promo series TCG, and then first place gets a winner promo Sabo card. Now I don't know if that's the 5 cost Dressrosa Sabo. It probably is, or if it's the new 6 cost secret rare that I run. But either way, that would be really cool to get. And so for this tournament, obviously I'm going back in with the deck that I've really been enjoying for OP13, and that is going to be Red Black Sabo. I'm going to be trying that one out again, and we're going to see how good we can do. I'm really nervous, guys, because this tournament has higher stakes than our normal ones, and so I feel like I'm not going to have any, not to call them buy matches, but it's not going to be the usual suspects, right? It's going to be people who are there to play and win. So it's going to be really fierce competition, guys. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if they're going to let me film. I will at least get you guys the after-match breakdowns. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this series of me vlogging my tournaments once a week, please feel free to hit that like button to let me know. Comment down below saying what you did or didn't like about it, and maybe what tips you have or pointers you want to give me, things you'd like to see in the future. Hit that subscribe button because it's 100% free, and you should take every free thing you get in life because this life is expensive. And hit that notification bell so that you never miss any more videos or streams or anything like that. And last but not least, you can share this with your friends if you want by hitting that curvy arrow. Send it wherever you want and let them know what's going on over here. With that being said, I will see you guys at the store. Can't wait. All right, guys, and we are getting closer and closer to Rare and Sleeveless. I'm almost there, literally like a minute from pulling into the parking lot, and I'm not gonna lie, the nerves are already starting to go, guys. I don't know why I get this worked up about locals, but I mean, it's also Treasure Cup, so like, I'm just nervous yapping right now. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so the first 2 rounds are over. I didn't record them just because I wanted to lock in. I was really nervous going into this for some reason, so I just wanted to focus on the games. But first round, I thought I was going against Zoro because I heard him say Zoro, but he's actually Zoro and Sanji. So I got to play against Green Blue Zoro and Sanji. That was a pretty good game, pretty close. I think he probably would have killed me on the next turn. It would have come down to what was in my life, but I was able to just rush him down and math him out. And so that worked out because he tried to lethal me, but I had my entire hand, all 5 cards was 2Ks. So he wasn't able to lethal me out because I had too much counter. And then round 2, I was mortified because I ran into a Zoro after being X1. I got down paired, so he lost the first round, still was playing Zoro, and he won the die roll, so I was on my bad curve because he chose second. It came down to, I was on my 9 Dawn turn, and then I passed to him. He plays 10 cost Shanks, restands all his Dawn, swings a bunch on Mihawk and then a bunch on Leader, hits me down to, I'm at 2 life with 3 cards in hand, sorry, 2 cards in hand. And all I have is my blocker and my 8 cost Dragon. He passes it back to me with 3 cards in hand and 3 life, and I draw it, and it's the Rush Dragon. So I have 3 cards in hand now, and it's 2 2Ks and a Rush Dragon. I'm on my 10 Dawn turn. I'm like, you know what? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So I play the Rush Dragon, put 2 on my Leader, put an extra 1 with the blocker Sabo. I swing 8, 9, 9, 11, and I leave 1 up just in case there's a counter event that I can get off life. And he had 2K counter too few. And so I just cinched it off in my 10 Dawn turn by just smacking face. Got really lucky there. Definitely a gamble, but I didn't feel like playing that game anymore anyways because Zoro is awful and there was no way I was coming back past that turn. So yeah, right now we're currently XO with 2 wins. Having a great time, actually. Really feeling the deck. Really nervous though. I'm definitely going to be hitting an Emu or an Ace this next round. There's like no way I'm not, and But yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit an Ace or Emu, and I'm scared because I need to see the matchup dependent cards there to win, being Roger and Stussy. So hopefully the Garps pay off and the Sabo blockers, but I will see you guys after round 3 or 4, depending on how long it takes. So we're back after round 4. My ability to lose die rolls is unmatched. I'm the best at losing die rolls possibly ever. And we matched against the same Sabo last time that we got beat by. Red-black Sabo, that is. Pretty close game. I feel like I did have a fighting chance because I saw a very good curve in hand, but the issue was there was one specific turn. It was my first turn where I had Dragon. I had 9 Dawn, and I had Stage to play with the extra Dawn. So I played Stage, and I had a 6-cost secret on board, 6-cost in hand, and the Dragon. And so what I did was I pitched the 6-cost off of Stage, played it out with the Dragon when I played Dragon, and he was going into 10 Dawn, and so he just Stussied my Dragon. And the second I did it, I knew I messed up. I should have pitched the Dressrosa Sabo because it would have A, fixed my hand more, right? Draw 2, trash 2. B, still giving me a blocker, and C, he wouldn't have been able to Stussy anything on my board, and I would have been able to maintain my board state into his 10 Dawn turn, which I feel like would have been very, very important. So I feel like that one mistake, I mean, he probably still would have won, but it definitely cost me the game a lot harder than if I didn't. And so I think I would have had a fighting chance if I hadn't done that. But yeah, really close game. That was for this most recent round. For round 3, I played against a red-blue ace, and I can't remember if I already told you guys about this, but it was very close. I was able to bait out, I did tell you.
Hey guys, Editor Gabe here. Sorry if my voice is a little bad, but I'm kind of under the weather right now, but I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys real quick what I was talking about before I cut myself off in the video. So for that ace game, what I was talking about was I baited him into playing Goldie Roger so that I could play my own Goldie Roger and win, and I'll explain how that happened. One second, I gotta drink some water here. So anyways, what happened was the ace player had like 9, 10 cards in hand, something like that, and he had 2 blocker Edward Newgates. I only had 3 cards in hand, as well as 2 life, 2 of the 6-cost blocker Sabos that give you a Dawn to leader, 1 Stussy, and 4 cards in hand, one of those being the 8-cost Dragon. An additional card that I had in my hand was the 10-cost Goldie Roger. Important to note that with 10 cards in hand, I did not feel comfortable pressuring him down because he still had leader ability. For the other 2 cards that I had in hand besides the Dragon and Roger had 2 black vortexes. So what I did was for 8, I played out my Monkey D Dragon 8 cost and brought back a blocker Sabo to give me 5 bodies on board, including 3 blockers. And then I attached all the Dawn to my leader and swung at ace for 9. The ace decided to take this going to 0, which then let me know that he was planning on playing Roger, otherwise he would have blocked for free with his Newgates probably, or countered. So at this point, I swung one of my blocker Sabos for 8 to try and get cards out of his hand, and succeeded in getting 2, right, because he's a 6k leader and he still needed to pitch 2 to get out of it. And I passed with 2 blockers up, 3 cards in hand, and a very unassuming 2 Dawn up as well. Now, if you've played against black at all besides Emu, you should know that that 2 Dawn is almost always going to be black vortex. Luckily, this ace player wasn't aware of that. I passed to him. He pays 10, plays Goldie Roger. Now he has leader swing, 2 12ks, and the 13k Roger. I have 2 blockers, 3 cards in hand, and 2 life. He swings with leader. I take the first life just to bait and see if he goes in. He sends one of his 12-cost Newgates at me, and I respond with black vortex, targeting not the Newgate, but the Goldie Roger. And so what this does is it removes the rush from that Goldie Roger, as well as the ability that if I block, he wins the game. And so because of this, I was able to easily and comfortably take that Newgate swing, and he had no way of doing lethal to me with only 1 more swing and me having 2 blockers. So he passed back to me, knowing the game was pretty much over with only 7 or 8 cards in hand at this point. I have a full board of swingers, so I poke him for 7 with one of my Sabos first, because I'm going to play out Goldie Roger. He counters. I play over that Sabo with Goldie Roger, attach 2 Dawn to my leader, and at that point, it was very easy. 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 13. Very good game from my opponent, and that's something you need to watch out for when you're playing against red-black Sabos. They can play not only Stussy, not only Roger, but also Black Vortex, some of the strongest tech cards in the game. Very good game from my opponent.
But yeah, that was round 4, so we got one more round coming up. I might record it, I might not, I don't know. My head's hurting really bad, guys, so I probably won't, just so there's not like extra pressure. But yeah, I will see you guys after the 5th and final round. All right, guys, well, that was the last round. Glad I did not record that, because that was a tragedy. Played against another Zoro. I guess there were 2 in the top tables. So if I hadn't lost to the other Sabo player, I would have played against Ace, which would have been like a dream come true. Even though he's like a really good player, I just prefer Ace to Zoro. But yeah, we played against Zoro, did not win. him. He just had like a bajillion cards, and I didn't see any searchers like filter for my blocker Sabo. The 6-cost ones, so the 6 cost was off curve. I didn't play hack on curve because he could just Tashigi it because he had Tashigi right away. He took second from me as well because I lost another die roll. So yeah, I was just really unfortunate. I had both of the black vortexes in hand, but it just was never enough because it didn't have enough board to like pressure him back. It is what it is. Pretty good tournament. Just waiting for the results. Yeah, I had a good time though. Still X2. We're doing better than we used to. Won 3 games, lost 2. I'll do a quick deck profile after this to show you guys what I ran. It's pretty much the same thing as the last video, and then yeah, I'll see you guys. All right guys, so we stayed for the results and we got 7th, so we did make top cut. We got like 3 more packs of OP12 Golden Dawn. Pretty chill. This is our loot for today. We're technically up in money just off of like the base price, but I don't think we're gonna pull our value back. But yeah, lots of fun. The other Sabo ended up winning the event, so shout outs to him. W, Sabo's in chat or whatever. Sabo strong. It really claps up ace. So the only issue is that there's a lot of Zoro players at our locals. There's like 4 Zoros today, I think, at least. And I did match into 2 of them, which was kind of unfortunate. I beat one of them, so what am I complaining about? Anyways, I'll record the next one, but I just want to give you guys a quick blog update on what I'm working on. This was our first tournament back, for me at least, in a week. So I feel like a pretty good showing considering that I haven't played. Hey guys, here we are in the deck profile. Sorry about the bed head and the obvious change of attire, but I did turn in for the night after that tournament. I went to bed at like 5:30 or 6. I was just feeling terrible. Literally the worst I felt in like years. Pounding headache the whole day. I drank like 12 bottles of water and felt dehydrated. Doubled my water goal for the day and everything. So I apologize for that. I'm still not feeling 100%, but a lot better now that I got like 14 hours straight of sleep or something like that. Anyways, here we are in the deck profile for yesterday. We did finish out our record with a 3-2 record, which isn't amazing, right? Don't get me wrong. Way better than what we were getting for our scrubbing out series. I feel like we did pretty good considering our matchups. But yeah, so we finished 7th overall, 3-2. One of our losses being to Zoro and the other one being to the Mirror. For that got us 2nd place. So I'm going to show you what we got from that. We got our Gold Dawn. We have our 1 event pack, our 1 entry pack here, which was OP12. Kind of wish it was 13, but whatever. And then our 3 additional packs. So for only a $10 entry fee, we basically made our money back and then some just off of sealed products. As for whether or not it's going to be worth that much overall, we'll see. I'll open that after we do the deck profile. Here is the deck that I took. This is going to be red, black Sabo. Obviously, this is the Adakai TCG custom master print series leader. And then on the backside, I have the parallel. Shout outs to Adakai TCG. I would really appreciate a sponsor, but I love their products, so I will still keep promoting them because I think they're some of the best premium custom cards on the market. I'm just going to go quickly over the deck list here and then we'll get to cracking some sealed products. I ran the 10 volume 2 Sabo Dons. Had to rep it out because this was our deck box. Everybody says it's diabolical, but you have to because you're playing Sabo. So I got the Sabo leaders, the Dawn, the deck box, and of course the main deck sleeves, as well as the Dawn deck sleeves. Fully kitted out. But anyways, let's get into this deck profile here. It's going to be pretty simple. I'll tell you the one thing I would change. I would change one of the hair removal fists for an extra koala just for a little bit more consistency. Not that hair removal fist is bad. I just think that I would much rather have another searcher just to be able to fill up our trash a little bit more consistently. Let's get into it. So we got 4 of Bello Betty. This is your 1-cost Revolutionary Army searcher. Mandatory. Searches top 5 for any Revo card except for herself. Next, we have the 3 of Koala Searcher. Bumping this to 4 in the future just so I can have more trash fill. Same thing as Bello Betty, but you only search top 3 and you trash the rest. So a good way to fill trash. 3 Garp searches for Roger, Stussy, and our tech cards. I might bump this in the future, but I hate how it doesn't search for the other searchers. That did actually kind of cook me at our last tournament, or at the tournament yesterday. We have 4 Hack here. Mandatory 4 of until that new, I believe it's a Sabo, or no, Koala in EBO3 comes out. 2 of the Dressrosa Sabo. I didn't really use it yesterday, but there was a game against the mirror match specifically where I think this card would have really made the difference. So I'm not cutting it yet. Just another way to draw Black Vortex as well. So for 2Ks, we ran 4 Morleys. You can change this with other 2Ks if you want. I would not recommend the Koala 2K just because you can't search it with your Koala searcher. But if you want to, that's on you. I think it's still a valid option. We have 3 of the 2K Sabo blocker from PRB2. I think this is a mandatory 4 of. Just its flexibility with being a blocker that you can bring back during a pinch. From trash with Dragon, as well as sometimes being able to play it out for 3. Is just too good. 2 of Hack 2K. It's just the other 2K. I only ran 10 2Ks. I've been considering running 11 or 12, but we'll see. It feels like a lot of times you just have too many 2Ks. There was one game yesterday where I actually had my whole hand of 5 cards was just 2Ks.
which was awesome. Next up, the mandatory 4 of engine card of the deck. I fully alted this because I love the alt, and also I think it's an amazing card. Our blocker Sabo, right? The engine piece. 3 of Monkey D Dragon, 8 cost. I want to run this at 4 so bad, but it's not consistent enough. That was one of my issues yesterday, was being a little bricked. Mandatory 3 of. I don't think you can go lower. Next up, we have 8 cost Rush Dragon. I've been considering cutting this to 2, not because I don't like it, but because I just need different consistency cards in there. So this is one of the cards I was considering cutting, but I think I'll do a hair removal fist instead. But really good card there. Next up, our Stussy. I'm waiting for my last parallel to come in, the male. But yeah, Stussy, mandatory 3 of. Might even bump this to 4, just because in the ace matchup, it is so vital. But luckily, all my ace matches, I've been bricking, and then they putting me into Stussy anyways. So pretty cool. Then we have 2 Goldie Roger, mandatory 2 of. I would maybe even consider bumping this to 3 in the future. Just a really excellent way to close out games, especially against Ace and Emu, which are your 2 matchups that you want to be sure to win since Zoro was so bad. 3 Hair Removal Fist. Pretty good card. I'm considering bumping this down to 2 so that I can make room for that extra Koala Searcher, like I said. Best tech card in the game. Emu players are mad they can't play this. Black Vortex. Counters Roger. Counters Nusjuro, counters Zoro. Insane. I might actually bump this to 3 or 4, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this card is so goated. And last but not least, we have our 4 stage, just another searcher and a way to fill our trash. In my opinion, I lost the mirror because I did not see this card and I was not able to fill up trash fast enough. So I had to do a couple like extra over the top things just to fill up trash and get my dragon on curve. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the deck. 50 cards. Really happy with it overall. Pretty consistent. Now to get into the opening, I'll leave the Gold Dawn sealed, but that was our Gold Dawn for getting top 8. We have our event pack volume 6. This is not a winner, it's just a regular one. I don't think anybody got winner packs actually of this. Maybe like top 4 or like the first place guy did, but here we go. I actually have no idea what's in these packs, so. Oh, shoot. Okay. So we got a parallel promo limb. Is this parallel, I think? I don't know. Okay, well, we got a limb card. It's the 2-drop 1K that has blocker at end of your turn if you have 2 or more rested Odysseys. That it is active. Pretty good actually for the limb deck. All right, let me grab a sleeve. I was not expecting, hold on, let me grab a couple sleeves actually because we're opening some packs. Not actually expecting to pull anything too crazy out of the pack there. I mean, it's not like gonna be super valuable, but it's still a good card nonetheless. I've also been thinking, guys, let me know in the comments if you would like to see me do like a sim limb list and see if I actually like the leader, because I've always loved purple and I feel like it's the most viable purple deck right now in the game outside of Roger.
All around me are familiar faces.
And I just don't think Roger is good enough right now to play. There was only 1 or 2 Rogers there yesterday at the tournament, and I don't even think he got top 8. People say Roger is the 4th best deck, but I think, especially at locals, if you're trying to top locals, Roger is not the deck to take, guys. It is decently consistent, and it can high roll pretty well, but like, it's definitely a high roll wins deck, right? Especially against the top 3, you're not going to be demolishing them unless you see good curve. And in locals, where you're hoping on high rolls, more often than not, you can just lose to not high rolling enough. So I think if you're looking for a consistent deck to get you like pretty good competition that isn't the top 3, low key Red Black Sabo is better than Goldie Roger in my opinion, because it's got better tech options, better overall gameplay, and while you do lose pretty hard to Zoro, if you just up your Black Vortex count, guys, Black Vortex cooks Ace a lot of times. So I think it's got really good tech options into the meta, and it's just more consistent than Roger is. So if you're looking for a more consistent way to top your locals, I think Red Black Sabo might be the way to go. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. Here we go. 5 packs of OP12 here. I'll also open one of the 3rd anniversary treasure campaign packs, right? The pre-release packs for OP13, and then 2 boosters of PRB2. The curse of leader packs continues, guys. All right, we'll just go through this. There's the leader. It's another Rayleigh. And we got Captains Assembled and Borsalino. I feel like I'm getting a sore throat, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I might just be sick. Also, I'm sorry about my wall lights. I've been trying to get one that does consistent color, and it just will not cooperate. I can't even put it on like the default white light setting. I tried using it has like an app that programs them, because that's what the rest of my lights in the room are, and it just doesn't listen. All right, that's not awful. 2nd pack, here we go. All right, finally not a leader pack. About time. Starting off with a buggy again, too. The buggy curse also continues. All right, got a little Zoro 2K action there. Tashigi, great card. Oh my goodness. Tashigi, great card. Oh! Okay, so yep, that's yeah. 1 second, guys. Let me just I'm shaking so bad I can't open this. That's yeah, that's a card. That's a card, all right. All right, well, now that we got that safely double sleeved, sorry, I'm still in a bit of shock here, guys. Okay, so for those for those of you who don't know, this is the silver Blackbeard from OP12. Oh my goodness, that's like the equivalent of pulling a manga, guys. This is like not even guaranteed. Like this is like less than once a case. Yeah, fair to say, off of our 5 packs, we are up from yesterday, and this we would not have got this if we hadn't done winners. I don't think. I'm so curious to know. I can't believe we just pulled this, guys. I cannot believe we just pulled this. This is insane. This is actually mad. The lowest verified is $702, including shipping. Yeah, so most recent sales have it anywhere between $700 and $650. So about $650 to $700. 6-7. Yeah, so good grief. Do I even play this in my Blackbeard deck is a question. Probably. So we're up, guys. We are definitely up. And we still have 2 packs left to go. Fair to say, I think we probably won that box out of the box they were pulling for these packs for tourneys. Well, let's keep going. I literally don't think we could pull anything crazier than that at this point. All right, let's go ahead and crack this pack open here. This is the treasure pack. And I'm pretty sure that I already have a play set of all the cards from this one. So nice. We got the Luffy. We got the Ace event. And the 10-drop Luffy. Very cool. And now let's get into the PRB. Well, I used to hate OP12, but now I think I'm a little bit in love with it. Hoping for like a Marco or a Gold Dawn, but probably just Marco because I've been thinking about building Ace. All right, got our commons here. Some uncommons. Promo. Okay, so I'm pretty sure promo means dud, right? We got Rare, SR. All right, so no Marco. We've got you and a regular Dawn. I might actually do 4 packs of PRB because, guys, I really want this Marco. I don't know why I keep checking to see if it's a leader pack. It's not going to be a leader pack. That's not how it works. Another promo. Yes, this is another dud pack. Come on, Marco. Dang it. It's not a Marco. All right, let me grab 2 more packs. It's not going to be better than that. I don't know why I keep on thinking it is, but it's not going to get better than that. That's also now the most expensive card in my collection. I had the SP Nami from OP7. I pulled the SP Onami, the one that gives your leader banish, right? That you play in like Yamato. And that one's like a little over 200. So I was like really happy about that because that was just like a 1-box random little impulse snap buy. And that one, right, I was like, oh snap. But dude, this is a different tier. Save arrow. Come on, Marco. Where are you? And we got Cavendish, Corona, and a regular Dawn. Wow, another dud pack. I still don't think I've had any of the hits out of this box so far for the PRB. Okay, and last pack. I will only open 4 of this today. Ooh, Chopper Rare. Come on, Marco. Dang it. And we got Caligara, common, 1000 Sunny, and regular Bodon. Okay, so still no hits out of this box. We'll keep digging. I'll let you guys see that in the next video that I do. Pretty happy about today. I don't know if that lim's guaranteed, but this teach definitely isn't. You know, we're happy about that. Wow. I'm still processing, guys. This is crazy. What a great tourney. We got 7th overall despite getting 2 losses. It was because our losses were late, guys, is why we lost like really good players. And I guess a lot of people dropped, so their records didn't get any better, so we were able to just stay up. Wow, what a day that was. Well, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. As always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. Share it with your friends if you want them to see me gambling money and playing One Piece. And subscribe because it's free, and you should always take free things in this expensive world we live in. Consider hitting that notification bell if you do. That way you never miss a video, stream, or other post or upload. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all later.